FCSN Studios, it's Puppet TV. And here's your host, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is, Eddie McStuffy.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, so much. Welcome once again to Puppet TV, show number 15 out of the second season. It is so good to see each and every one of you today. Today is our second annual Valentine's Day special. Yes, I'm excited. I'm just excited as you guys are. You know, I'm very excited. I'm hyped up today. Well, here's the thing. Here's the big plan. So, now that we're in season 2, and now that we're into a new year, now that we're into 2026, so we got a lot ahead of us, we're gonna do a couple things a little differently, you know? Like, if we're out of ideas, this is what we're gonna do. Today, on today's Valentine's Day special, I decide to, you know, with much honor and dedication, decide to name today's episode Valentine's Day Retrospective. And here's the reason why. Retrospective is kind of like a memory, or like, you know, kind of like, you know, a scene in a movie that's, you know, replayed. Kind of like, you know, like if the person is remembering something that happened, that started a certain event or something. Well, I am planning to rerun and replay some classic early Puppet TV sketches from season 1, and that is our, you know, game plan for today. You know, I mean, fair game, okay? That's what we're going to be doing, and yes, and you will get to hear some of our commentaries backstage, you know, especially like, you know, in between sketches, or I don't know, who knows what. But if that happens, brace yourselves. Anyways, enjoy this Valentine's Day retrospective. Here are some classical sketches from season 1, from when the show was, you know, starting and getting on the road to, you know, towards today. So enjoy these sketches. We tried finding some, you know, romantic, lovely, you know, Valentine's Day related, you know, sketches, and some of them are pretty bizarre if you ask me, but not that bizarre. All right, enjoy it. Okay. Well, at least we're finally here to chill a bit. That's gonna blow off. Remember what happened last time we were here? That kid literally scared the guts out of me. Well, that was in the first level. This is basically ground level, as you can see. You know what? I just realized something. What would be the goofiest thing for me to do or for you to do inside of a parking garage? I don't know. But I could literally imagine you taking a photo next to the purple letter G over there. Yeah, I can see myself. I can literally see myself taking a photo of that G. Actually, that'd be kind of interesting though. Especially staring at that little blue light at the entrance, along with the G. I wonder what other things we can come up with. It's you!
It's me. Uncle Green Fish Face. I can think of another goofy thing to do. Look at every piece of text that there is at the main entrance. That's what keeps it very interesting, along with the blue light and G.
Actually, it's kind of interesting though, if you look at it that way. Well, I think this parking garage pretty cool to chill out in.
But just imagine it. Imagine it. What would it be like if you saw every piece of detail there is in the main entrance?
It's funny. Plastic.
I'm about to do something goofy to you if you keep doing that pesky laugh of yours, bro. What would you ever do? He would basically turn you into an oversized Twinkie in front of a frying pan. Thank you very much, Mr. Spaghetti Tart and Disappointed Donut. You know what? That's it. I've had enough. You get out of the car, now. Make me! I dare you. Now. Wait a minute. Don't touch the car. Okay, what do you want me to do then? Let's do a battle like the last time and get on with our dang good on selves. Let's do it. Alright, that does it. Let's go. Oh my god, I'm about to see the movie again. Alright, Franklin, you're done. Follow me. Alright, Franklin, I need you to really stop now. We're trying to have a nice conversation, and you keep being petty about it. Don't peck on me like a chicken fruit. Winky, you fish face, how I wish you never placed inside of your pretty face a single duet race. Fruit Loop, or else I will fill you in this cup. I couldn't think of a rhyme.
Well, at least you remember correctly.
Now get out. I officially defeated the kid.
What? Amazing! Best movie ever!
Not the best movie, and I wasn't even a movie at all, and I would like an apology. Please. Stop screaming, alright? Just stop screaming. Okay. Please, I didn't do anything at all. I just feel kind of lonely these past few days.
You better apologize to him.
I'm sorry, Franklin. You're a really good kid. I know you want to keep up the fun. Don't check, okay, next time? Okay, buddy? Please? Because I really consider you the best person in my entire life. So please.
I accept your apology, which is really humble in your part. Why don't we try that again tomorrow?
Oh boy. Man, what a day today's gonna be.
You can say that again.
Oh, hi Leonard, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. Starting to enjoy the sketches, brings back a lot of memories. Sure does, doesn't it? Yeah. You remember that one sketch that, Robert was in? And, I'm sure you know what I mean. Robert's been in a lot of sketches. He's been on Cooking with Chef Louie. He's been on Brothers twice. And he's also been on... What else has... Oh, yeah, Fact Checkmate. Well, I'm talking about this one-time sketch that we did back in Season 1. I think it might have been the 6th episode. Are you thinking of the date? Oh, I remember that skit. Why? I'm just gonna let you know that it was one sketch that could have been for Valentine's Day from, last year. Just saying. Too early. Yeah, I remember the date. What a crazy sketch that was.
Now we return
to your lovely talk show, The Date, with your host, everybody, Robert Anderson.
Thank you. Welcome everybody to The Date with me, Robert Anderson, the host of The Date. I'd like to welcome this one special person who I am friends with who can't seem to get along with his or her girlfriend. I'm going to talk about I knew this is going to be good. I'd like to welcome Sam Kaufman. Please show up to the studio. Thank you. Whack. So how's it been going with your girlfriend? So far, not good. Why is that?
She has been tormenting me. We were about to get engaged last night at the planetarium in the museum. Somehow, though, she decided not to be with me. I wanted to be with her so bad. She's beautiful. She's attractive. She's... And she always does to me every time she sees me. Hey. Don't worry, Robert. On this show, it's your job to explain all the artifacts and talents of W.Riz.
About that argument? Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Basically, we were discussing about our feelings towards each other. Things really gone apart. And apparently I found out somebody in secret decided to film our argument. That was a person.
Right. And here's a little montage to explain it all.
Well, listen to me, sweetie. I just wanted to be with you. Like, why? Like, why are you always treating me like this?
Oh, yeah? Well, I think you look like a socket wrench.
Why do you keep calling me that again and again?
I don't know. What if you don't got a french fry hairstyle out of here?
Oh, my God. Look, I'm only wanting this best for you. I want you so bad. Why are you hiding all of this from me? Why are you doing all these things to me?
Why? But you keep breaking me. Again and again.
Oh, yeah? I sometimes don't believe it, Ariana. You keep making me feel so bad these days. And here's another thing. I don't even know why I was your date in the first place.
Oh, yeah? Well, I think that would have been better if we never got engaged in the planetarium. Or better yet, we never updated.
How dare you? I have a feeling somebody's recording us.
Oh, really? Tell me who it is. Meanwhile, I'm drowning my shadows in the lamp.
You mean drowning your sorrows in the lamp.
I don't care. Turn it off. Figure out yourself.
Who's that filming us?
I don't know. Could be some unwanted person.
Hey, Robert, get back.
Well, hopefully figure out who was filming us.
Wow. What an argument.
So it was you who was filming us the entire time. I didn't even know. The camera was pretty big. When I come here, baby. When I get to find a lunatic, a nosy one, who films us. Conversations, you nosy lunatic. Oh my gosh, bro. You look like what if you don't get your apostrophe self-adjective, bro? You look like a semicolon, bro. Roasted me. And by the way, things got better with my date. Right before I came here into the studio. Life's a lie. Holy crap. The Date. The only show where you get to find nosy lunatics like the host himself, Robert Anderson, filming private conversations with men and women. And why can't I do that? Stand by for the upcoming skit. Thank you.
Hey, Eddie.
Oh, Leonard, you again. How you doing?
Oh, not too bad. Don't worry, it's not an emergency. I just wanted to say that, Happy Valentine's Day, man.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too, man.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Oh, well, thank you, Leonard. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, well, see ya.
Where are you going?
I'm going to my apartment. It's only going to take like, about 5 minutes.
What are you gonna do?
Get myself ready for the big moment.
I think he means the finale of today's episode. Alright, William, bring in the next suspect. This one looks a lot like the criminal shown in the picture down below, but doesn't look much like him. Send him out. Alright, Bob, you better get out. You ain't the criminal. Okay, thank you. Very well, William. Send in the next suspect. Very well. Okay, I'm gonna open the door. Hey, Officer Johnson. Yeah, William? You weren't expecting, something weird, right? No, why? Oh, this next suspect, he don't look much criminal material like. He's quite the opposite of a criminal. That guy? Seems as if a couple of your employees were chasing the suspect who runs the bakery and the greenhouse. Yeah, out there in downtown, yeah. It was, kind of a boring sight to see, but I got some background information. He stole a lot of the walnuts at the local market. I don't think it's really a crime, is it? Well, whatever he's done, get him out of here, please. He's bothered me so much. Well, let me ask him a couple of questions in order to clear up his little petite mind. We don't want his face to turn purple. So, Franklin, I believe that's your name.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit of background information? You got some sort of secret thought or something?
Honestly, I'm not really that bad. There is a couple of codes. If only I could translate this. See, one of my friends, he spoke a foreign language. I used to be part of, a group of guys. We were, we met down the alley, sang a couple of Western songs, and had a good time. Had a little bonfire there at the alley. And we spread our money for how much we have got.
You mean you worked for a gang?
I'm not there yet.
Alright, so he is a criminal. Tell us a bit more, bub.
Well, you see, when you push, tricks with your hand, you push. The monkey,
Push a monkey. Oh, that's the craziest story I ever heard. So, what is that, sort of code or something? Don't tell me. Have you been attempting to hurt some wild animals by breaking inside of a zoo?
No. Push the monkey.
Johnson, this guy needs help. He's doing the entire whole wide world if it was Nick Jr. And it's kind of weird if you ask me, not knowing how you pounded your head up against the Dodd Bakery. So explain to me right now, what is it about pushing a monkey-shaped button?
I heard it should be a monkey button.
Well, you're not even making much sense. What are you attempting to say anyway? Have it down, bub. I knew I should have gotten my checks and balances signed. Well, okay. Clearly he has some sort of secret point here. He could be establishing a code in his own words, just in the most goofiest way ever. But he can't even acknowledge anything, so how will we even be so sure? I mean, we're Crimestoppers, aren't we? Yeah, but... Oh, yeah, we have to go with it. Alright, bub. You better explain to us loud and clear, or else I'm gonna mash your head so bad I'm gonna bash it with a bat. And I'm gonna make your face turn purple.
Okay, you know when you push the monkey head shape button, push. So good. And you spy.
It's as if this guy was a criminal after all. Who do you think you are?
I think I'm part of a gang.
Alright, now we're speaking this right in the total boss. So what have you been doing? Goofing to us all day or attempting to tell us the truth?
I'm attempting to tell you the truth. It just did me no good.
Oh, yeah? Well, I assumed that we should have arrested you by now. Wait a minute. What's your team called?
The backyard again.
Oh, that is it. No. Why trying to rip up a famous children's show? I can tell you one thing, though. My grandson, Henry, he loving that show. But I ain't falling for it. Tell me, why are you shaking too much? What think about to do? Harm you? Or why don't you step outside the car, Bob? Any last words?
What's that?
Ew, that is extremely nasty. Whoever left that hanging on the floor is crazy.
Why did you? Inside God. It's kind of, how can I say? It's kind of, hot dog.
What the dog heck is hot dog?
I don't know. Maybe he's just being funny.
Oh yeah, well I can tell you for a fact, Johnson, that hot dog may be funny once, but if recurring over and over again, not funny at all, man, not cool. You know what I mean, bub?
Yes. Hot dog.
Hey, you say hot dog all the time, I'm gonna bash your head with my fist and pound you real hard. You're gonna be crying like a darn baby.
Hot dog.
Alright, that does it. Get over here so I can make your head turn purple. Come here. Come on.
Yes. Hot dog.
Alright, you ready?
Hot dog.
Yeah, hot dog yourself. Take this, and that, and this, and that, and this, and that. Alright, come on, Tommy, God, yeah, now take this and that, bub. See what you got.
See, Franklin, I may have mistreated him, but he's my friend too.
Hang on, Franklin, how you on the way? Hey, wait a minute. Wait, so you're not siding with me at all? What? Hey, you come down here too. You know, we got issues with yourself too, bub.
Oh, yeah, stop,
Yeah, that's right. Take this, take that. Yeah. It's my only job.
Crazy.
Those are probably trying to be Johnson. That's right. You're not even going to help the process. Johnson, okay. So, I don't know what else to say, Johnson. Alright, kind of creative stuff.
That little speck of dust. It has been bothering me since show number 1. Hey, Eddie! Oh, Leonard. Oh, man, you scared me. What's going on? You remember that one song that I sang during the 2nd episode?
That one? Withdrawn?
Yeah, I love Withdrawn. Can we air it? Can we air it, please? Oh, Eddie, please.
I was gonna do Heartbroken.
No, not heartbroken. It's Valentine's Day, man. We gotta show a little bit of, consideration.
Oh, Leonard. Oh, alright. I'll put Withdrawn on the list.
Cross out heartbroken, Robert.
Will do. See what I mean?
Oh, really?
Hey, Robert. He wants to know if that's really happening. Okay, he thinks so.
Oh, goody. See ya. Withdrawn.
He's gonna burst into song every time.
Yeah. Oh.
You're a real plus. You're a big success in my life. You're a real plus. I find you withdrawn from me. You're a real plus. You're a success. You're a real plus. Can't hold you back now. Withdrawn, withdrawn, withdrawn. Every time. Withdrawn, withdrawn, withdrawn. Every time. Life gets a few steps behind. Rise on up. Once it's a bit chilly, bit as cloudy. May all be clear once you are here. My love, you shine too much. It makes my eyes go boom. Withdrawn, withdrawn, withdrawn. Every time. Withdrawn, withdrawn, withdrawn. Every time. Girl, don't wanna leave you behind no more. You break my heart to do so. I'm withdrawn, withdrawn, withdrawn from you. I'm withdrawn, simply withdrawn. I feel withdrawn from the one I love. Withdrawn, withdrawn, withdrawn from the one I love. Every time I see your face, kissy, kissy, now a trace. Can't seem to find my way back home, but one day I will. Withdrawn, withdrawn. Every time I feel a bit withdrawn, withdrawn, withdrawn. Hey. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Again, another.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's Valentine's Day special number 2. And I'll see if, later on we can do some more retrospectives. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It was amazing. I love all of you. Really, with all my heart. I'm not kidding. Good night, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. Get yourself a little closer around here. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. There we go, that's better. Now, we are face to face. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's Valentine's Day special, and I hope you enjoyed all the classic skits that we decided to, rerun and, air once again, because, I've been feeling a bit of nostalgia lately, and I kind of miss, how things used to be when the show first started, so I thought, replaying some of those classic early skits from when the show first started. But yeah, in my opinion, I thought that was very nostalgic, and I thought that was very loving too, And yeah, I just want to wish all of you a happy Valentine's Day, and yeah, I hope somebody out there explains to me the analogy of Cupid.